Hello and welcome to Startup Hack. Today we are going to discuss about 10 common software architectural patterns in a nutshell. So let's get started. So today's agenda is number 1 layered pattern, number 2 client server pattern, number 3 master slave pattern, number 4 pipe filter pattern, number 5 broker pattern, number 6 peer to peer pattern, number 7 event bus pattern, number 8 model view controller pattern, number 9 blackboard pattern, and number 10 interpreter pattern. So let's dig in.
Do you want to earn $100,000 a year? Do you want to become a software developer within just 3 months? With our amazing course and awesome tutors, you never have to worry about getting stuck. We help students to learn skills that companies want to hire. We are Startup Hack. Don't forget to subscribe our channel. So let's get started.
So before we going towards each pattern, we will see that what is an architectural pattern. An architectural pattern is a general reusable solution to a commonly occurring problem in a software architecture within a given context. Architectural patterns are similar to software design pattern but have a broader scope. Alright, let's move towards the first pattern, layered pattern. This pattern can be used to structure programs that can be decomposed into groups of subtasks, each of which is at a particular level of abstraction. Each layer provides services to the next higher level. The most commonly 4 type found layers of a general information system are as follows: presentation layer, also known as UI layer, application layer, also known as service layer, business logic layer, also known as domain layer, data access layer, also known as persistence layer. So what are the usage? General desktop applications, e-commerce web applications. So here's the diagram. Okay, now client server pattern. This pattern consists of two parties, a server and a multiple clients. The server component will provide services to multiple client components. Client requests services from the server and the server provides relevant service to those clients. Furthermore, the server continues to listen to the client requests. What are the usage? Online applications such as email, document sharing, and banking. So here's the diagram of client server pattern. The third one is master slave pattern. This pattern consists of two parties, master and slaves. The master component distributes the work among identical slave components and computes as a final result from the results which the slave returns. So what are the usage? In database replication, the master database is regarded as the authoritative sources and the slave databases are synchronized to it. Peripherals connected to a bus, but in a computer system, master and slave drives. So here's the masters and the slave drives. So the fourth one is pipe filter pattern. This pattern can be used to structure systems which produce and process a stream of data. Each processing step is enclosed with a filter component. Data to be processed is passed through pipes. These pipes can be used for buffering or for synchronization purposes. So usage is compilers. The consecutive filters perform lexical analysis, parsing, semantic analysis, and code generation. And number 2 usage is workflows in bioinformatics. So here's the diagram of pipe filter pattern. Alright, number 5 is broker pattern. This pattern is used to structure distributed systems with decoupled components. These components can interact with each other by remote service invocations. A broker component is responsible for the coordination of communication among components. Servers publish their capabilities, services, and characteristics to a broker. Clients request a service from the broker, and the broker then redirects the client to a suitable service from its registry. So usages are message broker software such as Apache ActiveMQ, Apache Kafka, RabbitMQ, and JBoss messaging. So here's the diagram of broker pattern. Alright, number 6 is peer-to-peer pattern. In this pattern, individual components are known as peers. Peers may function both as clients requesting services from other peers and as a server providing services to other peers. A peer may act as a client or as a server or as both, and it can change its role dynamically with time. So usages are file sharing networks such as Unitlab and G2, multimedia protocols such as P2PTV and PDTP, cryptocurrency based products such as Bitcoin and blockchain. So here's the diagram. So number 7 is event bus pattern. This pattern primarily deals with events and has 4 major components: event source, event listener, channel, and event bus. Sources publish messages to particular channel on an event bus. Listeners subscribe to particular channels. Listeners are notified of messages that are published to a channel to which they have subscribed before. So usage are Android development and notification services. Alright, most favorite is model view controller pattern. This pattern, also known as MVC pattern, divides an interactive application into 3 parts. As model contains the core functionality and data, view displays the information to the user. More than one view may be defined. Number 3 is controller, handles the input from the user. This is done to separate internal representations of information from the ways information is presented to and accepted from the user. It decouples components and allows efficient code reuse. So usages are architecture for worldwide web applications in major programming languages, web frameworks such as Django and ASP.NET MVC. Okay, number 9 is Blackboard pattern. This pattern is useful for problems for which no deterministic solution strategies are known. The Blackboard pattern consists of 3 main components. Blackboard, a structured global memory containing objects from the solution space. Number 2, knowledge source, specialized modules with their own representation. Number 3, control component, selects, configures, and executes models. All the components have the access to the Blackboard. Components may produce new data objects that are added to the Blackboard. Components look for particular kinds of data on the Blackboard and may find these by pattern matching with the existing knowledge source. So usages are speech recognition, vehicle identification and tracking, protein structure identification, sonar signals interpretation. So here's the diagram. So last is interpreter pattern. This pattern is used for designing a component that interprets programs written in a dedicated language. It mainly specifies how to evaluate lines of programs known as sentences or expressions written in a particular language. The basic idea is to have a class for each symbol of the language. So usages are database query language such as SQL. Number 2 is language used to describe communication protocols. So here's example. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned 10 architectural patterns and don't forget to use in your life. So don't forget to subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon for latest update. To joining our course, you can simply go to our website called startuphack.com/start-now. Thank you.